Well, hello and welcome. I'm Speaker of the House Mark Eves from North Berwick, and thank you for being here today to hear about our Keeping Maine Home policy initiative. As many of you know, over the last year, we've engaged with leaders and experts to collaborate on how to best address Maine's aging challenges. Last fall, we brought together the Speakers Roundtable on Aging, and this past winter, we held an Aging Summit where nearly 400 people attended, and this summer, we established 5 expert working groups that will help lead our effort to keep Mainers home and connected to their communities. Together with the Maine Council on Aging, we have brought together hundreds of experts, municipal leaders, business and healthcare leaders, and public safety officials. We even have members of Maine's congressional delegation, including Senator Angus King, Congressman Mike Michoud, and Senator Susan Collins join us during the Aging Summit this past January. And this interest in solving this policy imperative has been inspiring and has motivated us all to strengthen our commitment to making sure our seniors can age in their homes and communities with dignity and have a more secure retirement. And that's why I've made addressing these challenges a top priority as Speaker of the Maine House. Maine is the oldest state in the nation, as many of you know. Each day, 50 people turn 65. And in just 15 years, 1 in 4 Mainers will be over the age of 65. The aging challenges our state faces are significant and personal for all of us. Whether you are a parent with an aging family member or a grandparent struggling to stay in a home or community where you raised your family, so many Mainers are personally affected by the challenges of aging in our state. My father will be 91 this November. Me and my 6 siblings often think about how life has changed for our father. He served in World War II in the Army and then 30 years in the United States Air Force as a chaplain, counseling service members' families. And we are fortunate to be close to lend a hand, but many Mainers are not so fortunate. And as I've traveled across the state, I've heard the same message from seniors that I've heard from my dad. They want to age in place. They want a more secure retirement. And we recently had an opportunity to hear from Sally from Damerscott. Sally taught in Maine schools for more than 30 years. She was forced to sell her home where she raised a generation and moved to North Carolina with her children. With rising property taxes, limited transportation to get to the doctor and grocery store, and higher heating bills, she couldn't stay in her home on a fixed income. Sally worked hard her entire life. She gave back to her community, but she ran out of options. And many seniors in Maine are facing the same challenges. And today you will hear from Lee Picker, who, like Sally, understands these struggles. Their stories and the countless others we've heard over the past year illustrate why, as a state, we must shift our resources into services and programs that help seniors live and age independently. Stories like these from Sally and Lee have been the driving force behind the KeepME Home initiatives. And the KeepME Home initiatives will redirect state resources to help older Mainers live independently in their homes and communities by doing 3 things. By investing in the development of affordable and efficient senior housing, by increasing property tax credits for seniors, and by boosting pay for direct care workers that work hard to keep Mainers in their homes. Each of these 3 policies are aimed at creating a more secure retirement for Maine seniors where they can live independently and age in place. And as it relates to the first policy initiative in the KeepME Home initiative, not only are we the oldest state in the nation, but we also have the oldest housing stock in the nation. Maine's housing stock is poorly matched with our needs. It is too unaffordable, it is too inaccessible, it is too inefficient, and it is too remote from the services and resources our seniors need to thrive in their communities. And to address this fundamental mismatch between our housing supply and our housing needs, we are proposing a bold investment in an innovative senior housing bond. we are proposing a $65 million general obligation bond that would be used in combination with a mix of private and public resources to create 1,000 highly energy efficient homes for Maine seniors in 40 locations across the state in every county. Thousands of Maine seniors are currently on wait lists for affordable housing. We are here at Creekside in Brunswick because it's a model of the kind of housing we like to invest in for seniors across the state. And currently, there are 140 seniors waiting for housing in this facility alone. And it's not an anomaly. The waiting list is extraordinary. Thousands of Maine seniors are waiting for affordable housing. The second policy initiative in the KeepME Home initiative is property tax relief for seniors. Talk to any senior living on a fixed income, and they will tell you as property taxes rise, it gets harder and harder to stay in your home or community, especially if you're living on a fixed income. By raising the property tax relief credit, we will put more money in the pockets of struggling seniors on a fixed income and increase their odds of staying in their home and communities. And as it relates to the third policy initiative, in-home care. If seniors are going to be able to live independently longer, they need access to care. And earlier I spoke about how in my own family we watch my aging father get older and wonder what his future might look like. The direct care workforce in our state is and will be critical for Maine seniors to age in place. These are the workers that do some of the hardest work for very low wages. They deliver meals, take vital signs, assess health status, help maintain households, and even help keep seniors struggling with dementia safe in their homes. These services are critical for older adults who live independently and for their families. Many times they are the key to preventing unnecessary trips to the emergency room or being hospitalized. For over a decade, these workers who provide in-home care services have not received a pay raise. In fact, they've seen pay cuts. While the price of gas and food has been on the rise, the people who deliver meals, care for, and keep our seniors safe have seen shrinking wages. If we do not raise their pay rates, we will face a crisis. Boosting the rates will result in improved care for seniors as well as help put more money in the pockets of workers. Announcing the KeepME Home initiatives today is a first step towards raising awareness about the critical need to transform how people age in our state. Maine's population is aging rapidly. The demographic reality is a challenge that we can change into an opportunity by ensuring our seniors can live independently in their homes and communities. The policies outlined above will help our seniors, their families, and our economy by investing in jobs and workers. Transforming how we age in the state is a big task. We cannot make the shift alone, and we'll be meeting with our congressional delegation in December in D.C. to talk about some of these policy initiatives. I will be launching an aging caucus in the legislature to help grow bipartisan support to help shape the details of our initiatives and others that will focus on aging in place next legislative session.